Alright, so what's up, y'all, man? This is gonna be a quick video, bro. I just had to come out here and give my opinion on this shit. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis pretty much dissed the WBC and their Freedom Belt. He's talking about he ain't paying for that shit. As you guys know, the WBC came out with this new belt for the fight between Tank Davis and Frank Martin, right? But see, you know, I applaud Tank for this shit, bro. For calling these guys out or pretty much putting them in their place, talking about I ain't gonna pay the fees for that fucking belt because honestly, man, the WBC is on some bullshit right now. Look, let me tell you guys something, bro. This whole 3% that the WBC takes from the fighters' purses, I think, first of all, that's some bullshit. I don't think it should be no motherfucking 3%. I think that shit should be a fixed rate for all the boxers, man. If you put a fixed rate on all these fucking belts, that would end a lot of this damn corruption that's going on with the WBC. Me personally, bro, I stand behind Gervonta Tank Davis on this, man, because it's just some bullshit, man. The WBC, they're just creating belts at this point just to try to get more money off of these fighters. Do you guys not see what's going on here? Who is one of the biggest cash cows in boxing besides Canelo? Who's probably the second one? Or I don't know. I think even right now it might, I don't know if Gervonta Tank Davis already surpassed Canelo on this shit, but it's Gervonta, you know, he's bringing in all the money. The WBC is looking at this guy like, man, we need to get some of his, you know, we need to get our 3% out of Gervonta. So what do? They create this fucking new belt, which is some bullshit, you know. All they're trying to do is get some of Gervonta's money. And I'm glad that Gervonta said, you know, fuck that shit, bro. It would be dope as fuck if at this fight, they give him the belt and he throws that shit away, man. Because, bro, this is just corruption from these damn organizations. And I'm glad that these boxers are finally seeing this shit. You know, Floyd Mayweather was one of the first ones to call this shit out, bro. And then Andre Ward came and he called this shit out too. And there's been a couple of other boxers that have been calling this shit out. Now, look, man, then you got David Benavidez, all the bullshit that the WBC is doing to him, bro. If I was David Benavidez, I would grab my interim belts, the WBC interim belts, and I would throw them in the trash after one of my big fights, bro. Just to make a fucking statement and prove a point to these guys, bro, because all this bullshit that they've been doing, man, these guys are not fair. All they're trying to do is get some fucking money out of these boxers. And like I tell y'all, bro, that whole 3% thing, bro, that's some bullshit, man. It shouldn't be no fucking 3% out of the purse. Why is it 3% out of the purses on these guys' fights, man? When this shit should be a fucking fixed rate, man, to stop the corruption that's going on here, bro. Because think about it, 3%. Do you guys really think that that's gonna make for fair play in between these boxers, bro? You know, of course, the WBC is going to want the fighters that make the most money to keep the belts, and they're going to protect these guys like they're doing now with Canelo and other fighters. And now all of a sudden they're trying to they're trying to make a belt for Tank, you know, so they could get some of his money, bro. It's some bullshit, man. I'm glad that Tank Davis said this shit, and I hope he stays true to his word. And if they award him that fucking belt, I hope he throws that bitch away, man. But yeah, those are my thoughts on this shit, bro. It's obvious that the WBC, they're just trying to get some money out of Gervonta. And I think at the end of the day, man, that's just some bullshit from the WBC, bro. These guys are so fucking corrupt. It's crazy, man. This is why Teddy Atlas is trying to call for a National Boxing Council, bro, to end all of this bullshit, all the corruption from the WBC to the judges to all this bullshit that's going on in boxing, bro. Hopefully Teddy Atlas could get that shit done. But, you know, I don't know. He's been trying for a while, but I don't know what's going on with it. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come out here and give my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this shit. Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC, bro, they're just a bunch of hoes, man.